I think I really understand standing in your own power now. Welcome back to another video. My name is LUNARWASLOST. If you like the video, I ask that you like it, share it, subscribe. Any of that helps me. It's just free support. You can dislike it if you want, but other than that, let's get into the video because I like to get right into these. So I'm really understanding standing in your own frame now and how important it is. Now, one of the reasons I bring this up is just like a couple situations recently that I really had to think about, but I really feel like whatever path I laid out for myself coming here to experience on Earth is really starting to unfold. Like, there was a tarot card reading I had. And if you know about tarot cards, the truth to them is they only tell of a specific timeline you are on. So if you end up changing who you're being in the current moment, then the cards will change because they're not connected to any direct reality. You can change who you are overnight, but you have to really be invested in that reality to see the change, to see something manifest from it, or this new you're trying to be. But the reason I bring that up is a couple of things I've experienced. One of them is in the tarot card reading, it said that there will be someone who comes along, and it could have been a couple people who come along my path and teach me more of myself. And it's funny because the current girl I met and talked to is almost, it's funny, reflecting really who I am. For the past couple days, I've actually been venting to my bro, which, quick line from B.O.B. I gotta throw in here is, if you really do got a point to defend, vent to a friend. That was such a clean bar, because there's no, if you have a close person that you know you could really lend, that can lend you their ear, you should definitely vent your stuff to that one person. Never try, unless you need different outlets like blogs and stuff to vent. Everyone has their methods, which is funny. That was one of the topics, but in the conversation, but that's not what this video is about. But the funny thing is just I see how the universe, which is myself, has been telling myself to stay in your frame and let go a lot more. I was afraid to be almost polarizing. Like, I bring this story up, and I bring it up specifically for teaching reasons, but I bring it up about one of my first love, hands down, where she told me that she feels like, and wholeheartedly, and my mom believes this shit too, that, and she was really close with my mom, funny enough, that I cared about what people thought of me too much. So I held myself to a certain standard, or I wasn't really my true self. I used a lot of masks to keep up this image of me rather than being raw and rugged. But there'd be times where I let the raw and rugged side fly. But now more than ever is where I'm letting it fly. But the tarot card reading actually said I'll meet someone who is going to reflect stuff that I need to work on. And I met this French girl, and we were really open with each other and talking about a lot, and it was so crazy because just the stuff, I don't know if I want to get into too much detail with it, but just what's insane is one of the things she told me, which is what someone told me this person is going to tell me. She ended up saying, like, literally was like, you have a problem letting go, or there's something within you that doesn't fully let your personality shine to someone, but you are such an open book that it's almost like a hard thing to read, but girls in general are super intuitive and super tapped in, so they can sense shit to you, especially if they got their shit in order. You know, not everyone, but girls are more intuitive than guys, hands down. So I couldn't believe she picked this up. I was like, whoa, like, damn, it was insane. But it also, what I would like to say is, you don't have to believe what anyone tells you. Remember, you choose what to believe and not believe. So don't ever let someone gaslight you or trick you into believing things. Just to throw that out there, because I know a lot of people will co-sign thoughts, but for me, it really resonated with me because I already knew internally this was one of my problems, and it actually keeps coming up. But the reason I bring it up now for this video of being in my own frame, I'm realizing that the people I meet are reflecting more and more of parts of me that want to flourish and like let go, if that makes sense. Like saying what's on my mind. Like, funny, I've always been described as wearing my heart on my sleeve, and the girl, you know, met says how she always wears her heart on her sleeve, and I'm like, I just sit here and stay silent because I'm like, it's funny, she's literally a reflection of me, which people are in your current reality are reflections of you and even deeper things within you that you may not be facing. But I'm starting to realize that a lot more, and it's helping me ease like my humanity, because your humanity is the shit that keeps you trapped. You have to lose part of it while still having the human experience, but lose part of your humanity and make it serve you, make your emotions serve you, don't serve your emotions, you know. But I'm just realizing more and more how much of I'm becoming more in my own frame. It feels like a whole shift is really happening. It's insane. And you know, I just feel like sharing that you definitely should, like, this is just flowing through me. This is what wants to come out, but so let's let it come out. Channel into the source that you should focus on yourself. I think I'm getting more of that. Like, I think through all the signs that I'm picking up that are actual, like, direct signs, not just the ones where you like, maybe that could be a sign, though everything is a sign, just like a direct slap. Because I remember actually like a night ago where I just asked for some guidance from my cousin, because she's like the guru in my life, but she made me a guru and helped along the path, but I still found my own way. And one thing she really says is, every time I ask her, what should I do? The answer is going to be selfish. Be selfish in your self-love, be selfish in all of that. And I was like, yeah, like that should be anyone's goal. And funny enough, when I like see memes of like dudes going to the gym and really working on themselves after a breakup or something, or really getting in the gym because they're just sick of this identity, and create a whole new identity for themselves. It's really like that. It's like I'm being put through the test right now to break down a part of me that's still trying to hang on, like hold on. And it's time I shed him. It's time to be more polarizing. And funny enough, I don't normally watch any other people's videos. I see them pop up in my recommended, mostly the spiritual dudes, because like I just watch to see, because I have this weird like thing where I'd like to see like if they're saying any bullshit, like, you know, but nothing's really bullshit. Every path is right. Like I said, the Egyptians knew, so there's no point to argue. It's a dumb practice, or debating is literally for birds. I'm sorry to anyone who likes to debate, but it's just true. In every ancient practice, I've never seen a reason to actually debate. It just stirs shit. But that's not what this video is about. But I'm realizing now that even this was even actually a conversation I had with my mom when she recently came to visit me and my friends, was that some like I asked for it too, because I was like, yo, everyone's liking my videos, like I need some dislikes. I don't like this. Balance out the energies. And I actually started getting them, which is crazy. But I actually got someone who challenged what I know in the comments. And funny enough, I didn't reply because I learned from Instagram, trust and believe. I got into an argument with someone and they did not even listen. I was like, why did I let myself get caught? But I was like, oh, it was a lesson in disguise. That's all these are. But I realized that's the point. Be polarizing. And a bar popped in my head, of course, from my mentor. Don't doubt your intelligence because these niggas uneducated. And that popped in my head when I seen what the person was saying, because they were like doubting all the science I learned. And I'm like, yo, you can get the books. I recommend the books. Like, I didn't say anything to them, but I'm like, I have the books. If you ever question where I get any of this stuff, it's literally written research. In these books. They have all the proofs, all the sources you need. Go and find. So I realized that now I don't even need to explain. You don't need to explain yourself or prove yourself to anybody. You'd literally just be doing it for you. But yeah, stand in your own frame. Legends, your time is coming. I will see you in the next one. Peace.